Let's read something. I'm in John chapter 9, and I'm going to read verse 6. When he had said these things, he spat on the ground and made clay with the saliva, and he anointed the eyes of the blind man with the clay. Verse 7, and he said to him, go wash in the pool of Siloam, which is translated sent. So he went and washed and came back seeing. Verse 17, they said to the blind man again, what do you say about him? Because he opened your eyes. And we're going to stop right there. Anybody here have a good thing happen or take place in their life, but shortly after receiving what was good, you experienced some pushback, you have experienced some type of resistance or unfavorable action from others, or possibly even from, say, unbelievers? Let's say it again. Have you ever, I'm talking really now, that's why I said this morning, either you're at the beginning of that good thing, or you're in the middle of it, or you're at the end of it. And see, when you get there, you may have experienced now some type of pushback, some type of resistance, some type of unfavorable actions from others. And here's the thing now. I know though the action of others, it don't feel good or possibly may not look good, because when we look at this story, look at this blind man. He received his sight. Now, was that not a good thing?
Amen.
That was a good thing.
Yeah.
But in the same day and also in the same breath, look at what happened. He received something good, but right instantly, receiving something good, now he received some resistance or some type of pushback. And you would think now that the Pharisees, these religious rulers, would have been happy for this man. Just like some of you in the audience right now. You received something good, and you would have thought now that certain folk or certain ones around you who know what good happened to you, you would have thought that they would have been more excited or more happy, more joyous to celebrate with you. But instead, you have received some type of resistance, some type of pushback, some type of something, and you know it didn't feel good.
Amen.
Am I talking or am I really just, is it the truth?
Amen. That's the truth.
I mean, because when I was doing my notes, this is what was coming to me, that this man, that's what he was receiving. And sure enough, I believe that the Lord wants us to understand that even though at times now, when you feel those type of emotions or those type of ways, you still got to be able to hold this thing together. For now the others are the ones now who you thought would understand you and what just happened to you. So you just experienced something good. And you sitting here, why am I receiving this type of pushback or resistance? This is something good that happened. And you right here close to me. So why you don't see it or why you don't understand it?
Yeah.
You seen me stand. You seen me when I was going through my situation. But now I'm on the other side of it. And you're not happy for me? You're not excited to say, man, look at, what's the problem here? I don't even understand. You seen me when I was at my lowest point, when I couldn't even help myself. So why are you not happy? Why am I receiving from you what I'm getting? Can I tell somebody here this morning that what this individual possibly was faced with, or what the blind man was receiving, was basically his validation to his next phase or the next level of his life. You see, sometimes that validation comes in an unfavorable or unlikely way. Because see, when we get something good, or see when the Lord does something good in your life, how do he validate it? You might not get them pats on your back. You might get folk backbiting of them ones who talking about you behind your back. Or you might get them ones talking about you right to your face. And you still got to be that one to maintain it and hold it in the road. And you have to be good with it. Why? Because you're the one who the Lord chose to use for such a time as that.
Amen.
So I believe now that this blind man, I believe he thought that the ones who now see will be the happiest for him. They will be happy he can see. But it turns out that they are the ones who saw him in his blindness, but they did not see his miracle when it all took place. Ain't that something to be around somebody? Some folk pass by you every day, this blind man. Every day they might pass by, he's in this same spot begging. They saw him in his lowest. Saw him there. Seen his state, seen his situation. Passed by him now. And he ain't just talking about days or weeks now or months. We talking about years this man been blind. And these same ones seen him passing by. But as soon now as his miracle of healing, that good thing comes to him. And when he let them know, Jesus healed me, I can now see. They got a question. But you saw me. What is it the question about that? Man, you saw me when I was there begging. You thought I was out here begging like them folk we see on 95 or 204? You think I'm out here for nothing begging? You think I want to be out here in this hot sun begging you when you just go? Are you serious?
My God.
Haven't you talked to me all kind of ways and just give me your scraps, your little change?
Right.
When I'm physically fit that I can work for myself, if I could have? But you think I want to put up with you? Giving me what you want to give me?
Right.
You really think I want to be out here doing this? When you seen me for all these years, and now I'm telling you I can see. And here you go. You can't even accept the fact.
My God.
Boy, I just heard something. What did I hear? Change?
Shame. Yeah.
How many of you know that change is good?
Amen. Amen.
Because why do you think they got terms on presidents? You get 8 years, buddy. Because if your regime stay for 100 years, that means we're going to get the same 100 years of all what you can hold. We got to break this up.
Right.
We need some new blood in here. Somebody who's going to shake it up a little bit. Don't y'all know that when Jesus came in that temple, and when Jesus did the miracle to heal this man, don't you know Jesus rocked that boat?
You sure did.
He brought a change up in there to them religious leaders did not understand it.
That's right.
He came in there, look, that boat was flowing the way how they had it going. But as soon as Christ came on the scene and was ushered in a new way, oh no, this ain't working with our plan.
Right.
And that's even for some of y'all right now, where you might be headed. See, you rocking a boat right now. Because see, you ushering in a new change. You about to be some new blood that's going to be introduced to a whole nother spirit. And see, right now, that's why you being validated right now. Oh, I don't want to go too much ahead of myself. Because some of y'all, you carrying something. You carrying some precious cargo. And see, you have already been graced with God's anointing on your life for that very purpose. And see, he just needs you now to understand and withstand now this time of being validated. I mean, if you don't get validated now, that you're going to stay right there.
That's true.
Oh, y'all didn't say a word on that.
Talk about it.
I guess y'all just thought that, look, man, somebody is supposed to see me, and because I say something, that they're supposed to just, oh no. How do I know that you, Joseph, how do I know that you are going to be the second in command? Well, Joseph, I don't know. You're going to have to be validated.
Yeah.
And see, your validation is not going to look like what people normally think it should be like.
Right.
God going to smuggle that thing so your validation is going to be so hidden. You're going to be the one going through it. and the ones who doing the thing to you. That's why you can't even get upset with them. When you really truly know that, Lord, you doing this one. And if you want to pass this test, don't you hold nothing against nobody. Let it go. You let that thing go. Because the Lord is allowing them. If he got to use that to help validate you, to get you where he wants you to be, it's a good. I can't take credit for it. This one preacher was saying that the Lord was not concerned about what Joseph was going through. He was more concerned what Joseph was going to. Some of y'all worrying about what you're going through, when the Lord wants you to be worrying about where you're going to. Because where you're going to is more important than what you're going through. It's bigger than what you might be seeing. And if you don't see it, I know how it is sometimes. Sometimes we be so close to that mirror, we miss some stuff because we so close to it. This is when we gonna have to take a time out, back up just a little bit. You ever was doing something? I was working on a puzzle over there in the children's department, and as I was putting that puzzle together, I couldn't find no pieces. It's like my eyes got so fixed on that puzzle. But I took me a little 5 or 10 minute break and walked away from it. Oh, I came back to it. Oh, here's one. It took for my eyes to get readjusted. Some of y'all need to allow your vision to be readjusted. Because your vision, it's moving forward. But now, you know, it done got to where everything is looking the same. And you don't want that mundane just looking the same. No, see, when you got vision, your vision going to show you something different from what you're actually going in right now. It's giving you something to see outside of your previous circumstance. Now, let me go. I got a few more minutes ahead. So we understand now that the blindness, they didn't see it. They didn't see the man's miracle. Or they didn't even see the one who had performed it, talking about Jesus. Could it be that the reason why they didn't see, could it be their lack of understanding? I would say. Because you got to understand now, when you deal with other people who are not spiritual, what do the Word of God tell us? Others who are not spiritual can't understand things of the Spirit. So of course now, if they're not spiritual, and something spiritual from the Lord is taking place in your life, a lot of folks ain't going to understand it. Because they're looking at it from their own set of eyes instead of from the Spirit. Because when you're looking at it from the Spirit, you're going to look at it, oh man, this is by faith. The Lord is doing something there. Especially when everything ain't lining up. It's like everything going against what's. Gotta back up. Lord, what you doing right there? That's why I tell anybody, don't count nobody out. Don't you count nobody out? The ones who look like they way down there, them the ones who will run to the Lord. See, he just setting them up. I'm going to allow you to get way down there to where you can't fight no more. And when you get tired, then you're going to finally release and say, Lord, I'm ready. Have your way. Don't count nobody out. Because you never know when the Lord going to do a drive-by like he did on this blind man. This blind man was going on through his life for years. He didn't know that that day that he woke up, that was going to be the day that the Lord had made. He was going to be able to see on that very day. He got up that morning, all he thought was, man, I'm about to hurry up and get out here so I can find the right spot before anybody else get there, and so I can go ahead and get my bag, go ahead and start, get my post on. So while I get, while I'm posted up, I'm right in the right traffic. So as I'm begging, I'm going to get those high-paying clients. Amen?
Amen.
I mean, he wanted the right ones. But see, he didn't know that was the day. And look at what I said, that the Lord had made. That was the day that the Lord made to set him up. See, everything, his disciples even didn't see it.
Yes.
They had to ask, well, Lord, who sinned here? Was it his parents? He had to tell him, no, this one here is for the glory of the Lord. And see, the blind man didn't even know that he was set up.
My God.
That one day, because he endured the validation time of being validated, he didn't even have a say in it.
Yes.
Because he endured the time of going through it,
Yes.
the time of people talking about him, the time of having, can you imagine just sitting there, can you just picture yourself, you on the side of that road, you begging, and in your mind, you know, man, there's more in me, why am I here begging? But I can't do for my own self. I can't even help me. I can't do nothing that what I really feel on the inside of me. Why it ain't lining up? Why I can't sing like how I'm making a joyful noise on the inside. Well, when I sing out, why it ain't coming out joyful? Why I sound like that cat on the fence? Well, I heard the singer say, they had to clear her throat. That ain't y'all in here, though. That ain't y'all. Hallelujah. You got to make a joyful noise. So here's my point this morning, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what I want to talk to you about today. Can you handle the gift? Can you handle the gift? That blind man, could he handle the gift, what the Lord had given to him? So how can I say that that's a gift? You go to 1 Corinthians chapter, I think it's 12, where it talks about the Lord gave a bunch of gifts. You got gifts of healing, gifts of prophecy, gifts of tongues, all those type of gifts. Now, this man, when he received the gift, it had to get validated. He had to be able to now handle the gift. How was it now to show, was he ready and able to handle the gift? How did the Pharisees treat him? They rejected him. Some of y'all carrying around the gift and you sit here wondering, well, why am I going through this? Why is this circumstance feeling like this? Why is it happening for me like this? It's because of what you're carrying. Can you handle the gift? Can you handle the miracle or the gift that God gave to you? To the one God chose to bless, that person is happy. But like this blind man, there are others who aren't happy that he can now see. Man, why you ain't happy for me? You seen me when I was at my lowest point. Why you can't be happy for me? This my day. Just be happy and rejoice with me. And come on now. Don't rain on my parade today now. Look, I don't know how it is. All I could do was just hear when all y'all would pass by me talking. This is my first time seeing how the temple looked. This is my first time able to see what an apple or orange looked like. I was eating them things, but I could never see it. This is my first time. So why you hating on me? Well, come on now. Why you not happy for me? Come on. I don't know. Look, this is my first time seeing flowers. This is my first time experiencing something great or something good on this level. But why you ain't happy? Why you not happy for me? Others didn't know how the man. And here's the thing. Can we look at something? When I look at this chapter and I'm looking at it, I'm like, I have not heard anybody ask this man, how did he feel now being able to finally be able to see? All they asked him, see, they didn't get deep or say, you know what, they didn't really get him. You know what they did? Well, who healed you? And how was it that you were able to see?
Right.
They kept it surface. Chris, they ain't go to the real him. They ain't come to talk to you straight up and just say, well, man, you know what? Man, how did this feel now? How do it feel? You went all these many years and you was not able to see. But now today, You said this man, Jesus, healed you? Man, how does it feel to be able to finally see what a flower look like? To see the trees waving in the wind? How do it now feel to even be able to see your family, your parents? They ain't get deep with it. They ain't ask him no type of questions. You know what they ask him? Who did this and why? Shouldn't it have been the opposite, the other way around? Shouldn't you be happy? I can now see, but instead of you being happy for me, you way over there and I'm right here. Can I tell some of you all this morning? Don't be surprised now. Don't be surprised. Because you have to understand that even though others might have seen you in your lowest, and they didn't understand that even though you was dealing with that blindness, or whatever the circumstance may have been, you was bleeding in that circumstance. But you know what? Even though he couldn't see, he still had to keep begging. They looked past all of that. But they didn't see the fact that he was still bleeding. He was still hurting. She was still hurting. You were still hurting. And whatever the circumstance may have been, all they saw was what they wanted to see. And you know who they are. They didn't see the fact that you had to carry around this circumstance with you for all of many years. Dealing with that. How do people say it? Oh, yeah, that. You know what that is? You had to carry it and walk around with that. Like it was something funny or something. Come on now. Like that's something you really wanted to do.
Right.
Man, you know what? I could have found something a whole lot better to do or to carry around with me than to carry around that blindness. I could see that man say, hey, you think I wanted to be blind?
Right.
And please, I could have found me something else totally better than that. But because I had no choice in the matter, I had to deal or put up with that for a certain time. You see, you gotta realize this, that others may not see you bleeding. Because see, it's almost like you going through it, that blind man was going through it, but it's almost like he made it look too easy. Because he already done was doing it for a while, and he made it look easy. Nobody seen them times when everybody was gone. Him down there trying to practice to find his bed or his place to rest. Him trying to find the next whatever he's looking for. When he's struggling, when he's going through. Nobody didn't see that part. So here he go probably saying in his mind, oh, I can't stand this. I can't see. I know I put it here. I know I'm in the right spot, but why I can't find what I'm looking for? Who done got it? What's happening? What's going on? You know them 3 W's? The what, why, when, hey, how long? Come on now. I'm ready to shift from this. Can you imagine the times when this man just sitting there probably crying by himself? In no midnight hours, just sitting there saying, crying to the Lord. But let me tell somebody here this morning. What may be a blessing to you may be an irritation to others. What may be a blessing to you may be an irritation to others. But you made up in your mind that you're going on forward with them or without them. Because you said in your mind, you done made up your mind. I can now see. I received my miracle. Y'all was there to see it. But when it happened, it was good all the time, long as the blind man was blind. It was good. Y'all ain't frown up. Y'all didn't get unhappy. It was good. Because you could do me like how you wanted to do me. It was good then.
Yes.
But as soon as I said I could see, and I could see your stuff, I could see your face. I could see how you handled me. I could see. See, at one time, all I could do, I could just hear. But I couldn't put a face with a name because I couldn't see.
Yeah.
But as soon as I'm now able to see, It's a problem.
My God.
Now that I'm not right down there where you last saw me at. Now the Lord elevated me. Now you got an issue. What is your problem? Now the promotion came. Anytime you step out to do something big, you can look to have naysayers. Any type of promotion, any type of next level in your life, you need to already gird yourself up for that. Because if it's really truthfully something that the Lord has placed in your life for it to happen, you better believe validation is going to have to follow that. So I say again, can you handle the gift? See, this is why you got to be careful what you pray for, what you ask. You know, some stuff you be like, man, hey, I sure want it. Well, are you ready to go through that level of certain circumstance that you're going to have to, that's going to validate you going there and being there? Have you counted up that cost? Have you counted up the cost as you're moving forward, taking that next step? Have you counted up the cost? Why is it like this? Because you are now doing the things that possibly others aren't able to do. That could be some of why you have them naysayers. Because you're doing something. And not only that, you're about to leave something. I had to experience this. There was a new guy that came in on the job at the plant. This is when I first started, years ago in this field that I'm in. He came from one spot. I mean, I've been there. I started off there. And when they brought him in, he had some credentials a lot more than me. But I've been here. When it was rough. I've been there. But then, when they brought my man in, I'm like, hey, hold on now. I've been here first. Kind of got a little territorial. Hey, hold on now. Hey, look. You got to go through your... But I had to pray and get me together. Because, see, what was happening, I did not see the man process. He already went through his process from the place he came from. When they brought him here, that was just the Lord opening up a door for him here because he passed the test way over there. And see, some of y'all right now, don't get mad at nobody. At times, it be our own fault sometimes, but then sometimes the Lord could be looking and saying, no, you're not ready yet. And boy, I'm trying to tell you, when I felt that one, was it a little salty? Yes. But I had to mature and grow up real quick. Because there's certain times in life that the Lord sees things better than you and I will see. And you're going to have to be good with it. You're going to have to know. Here we go, Kenny Rogers again. You're going to have to know when to hold them. You're going to have to know when to fold them. And you're going to have to know right when to say, okay, Lord, it's just not my season. And you have to continue to stay here with God's plan. Whoever you are on this morning, I know you may have been feeling just like this blind man. Nobody seemed like they was concerned about your feelings. Nobody may have felt like they even wanted to really know you or what was even happening in you. They was looking at everything else but you. When they didn't even know that the circumstance that you was going through, you was hurting. Do you really think that I wanted to be out here without having all the necessary things that I desired to want to have? Look at this blind man. You better believe he wasn't staying with his parents. I believe he wanted his parents. But look, he's a grown man now. I believe he probably was right there, homeless, living on the street. Do you really think this man wanted to be there? Some of you right now, that circumstance you might be in, if people really get to really truly know you and really ask your opinion, they probably, do you really think, you even got to ask me that? No, I really don't want to be there. Man, when I was on them drugs, ain't nobody could have helped me. All I had is I couldn't help it happen. When I was broke, didn't have the finances, I found myself getting up, going to do them drugs. But I really didn't want to be there.